Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video on my YouTube channel. Today we're here for round 7 of the current PSGL F2 Championship. We are currently 8 points ahead of Tycho Hardy in the championship and 9 points ahead of Joris. And 11 points ahead of Jan Holiday, who is in P4, so quite close behind us as we now already jump to our first run of Q1. This track, like Jeddah especially, one of the trickiest tracks I think we had so far in the season, with loads of high-speed corners and just difficult to get it right, to turn in at the best point and then get the car rotated. As you can see, we are so close to the walls there, using the curbs to rotate the car. Now going into the second sector of our first run. Kind of bit of a slide there on the exit, but everything was fine. Using the ERS now. Yeah, we had to correct there as well, turn in a little bit too early, and then I had to open the wheel up a little bit. Yeah, I was by the way, I was quite looking forward to this race, as I always like to drive at Jeddah. It's just such a strategic DRS game all in all, and always kind of chaotic, so just difficult to get right, but that's what I like. Challenges. And now we are already going into the last corner of our first run, getting the car rotated, not over rotate, as we would lose the rear then. Everything was fine there. Now running out of ERS, but nothing too bad. Finishing the first lap with a 0.78, not ideal at all. As you can see, Kamil already did a 0.5, so that's what we want to do at least as well. As we jump to our third run, actually now is my second run, I don't know, I think I invalidated it, so yeah, as we now go through turn 1 and turn 2. Tycho on the outside that kind of interrupted us, but everything was fine, nothing too serious. Now going through the first sector, trying to stay as close as possible to the walls, all the way flat in 6th gear. Finishing the first sector with a 31.4 split. So yeah, everything is looking quite good on this lap so far. Now shifting up to 7th gear. Now 2 downshifts into the quick right-left hand. I kind of missed the apex there, which lost us some time, but was still quite decent compared to the lap before. With 1.4 tens up now, going into the last sector. This is for me the trickiest corner, as we have to nail it, and we actually nail it quite a bit. It was very good to turn in and then rotated the car with a little bit of a slide, but we managed to keep the car under control. Now going into the final sector, final corner basically. Getting quite a good exit, and now 2.5 tens up, which should put us into the top positions. As you can see, P2 for now, 4,000 behind Nelson Alves, so quite a decent lap. Now we're going into our final run of qualifying. Putting the ERS to medium, get the car over the curb nicely in turn 1, turn 2, not that ideal as we didn't cut it as we should. And now, as you can see, we're going into turn 3 and actually touching the wall.
Oh my god, no,
just slightly bit, and then we
fucking hell.
Already, like, instantly invalidate the lap on the outside. That's like how much on the limit we are at this point. Yeah, as you can see, we finish in P4 the qualifying session with Jan Holiday in P1, so not ideal at all, as he will get 1 extra point from that. But the other RAG guys in P10, P11, and I don't know where Harvey was, I think P6. So we straight away head into the race now, starting on the medium tire compound. Slides out and away we go. We get quite a good start, decent traction. Now trying to go for the move there a little bit, or just look into it from Nelson, but yeah, just kind of ruined our exit a little bit, but stayed ahead of Ben. So decent start. Already yellow flags behind, so it was just crucial not to get into any incidents at this point, especially as we are not the one who are like hunting us, or like basically Jan and the other ones are hunting us in the championship, so we shouldn't take that much of a risk. Yeah, and now using hot lap there, just trying to stay with them at this point of the race. It was just not to get into any controversy or any drama at this
Does Jan have damage?
stage of the race. So yeah, Jan actually
This
touching
look
the wall ahead of
horrendous.
us. But
no
yeah,
information on that.
unfortunately, we don't have any information on that, as our engineer tells us. Yeah, kinda would be useful, but we can't do anything at this point. Now trying to put some pressure on the guy's head. Jan on the outside there now, and Nelson actually sending it down the inside. We just focus on a decent exit. Maybe go for a move there, even though it's absolutely not needed in the opening laps, as the race here in Jeddah is gonna be decided in the last 2 to 3 laps. Obviously, maybe even only the last lap, as if you're in P2 here, it's basically easy to win, as the DRS straights will just give you the DRS on every single straight, and you can do whatever you want, do your own strategy. Just make sure not to get interrupted in the last lap by the other guys behind. And yeah, now we are finishing the first sector here on lap 2 in P4, so quite
First
happy
warning.
with the first 2 laps of the race. Now into turn 3, as you can hear,
Good
my
job.
engineer told me that I got a warning there in the left, right, but nothing too serious. Just make sure to stay clean for the next 22 laps and not get 2 more
We already
warnings.
have a split in the field behind P12.
Yeah, as
So
you
P13 no DRS.
As you can hear now, there's a split behind, which is
You
not
say
bad
that
at all
mad
for our
now.
strategy. Nelson actually trying to go around the outside and Kian, and we want to go for a gap, which doesn't even exist. So not ideal from me. That's my mistake. But yeah, we go on, no wing damage, so everything is fine. Staying behind Kian now. Just important to regain ERS there, as we can basically go flat out there with non-ERS mode, which is quite cool actually. As you can see
What the
now,
fuck?
Ben,
I
hitting
didn't
us on the rear,
expect
we
Ben to
lose
really
the
want
car
to
because we
go
touched
around the outside
Jan's
there.
left rear tire,
Maybe
which
had-
wasn't
maybe had-
ideal. And now we're
Yeah.
using some ERS to maybe get ahead of
All
Ben
fine.
again, which unfortunately wasn't possible. But yeah, still, as I said before, nothing too important, especially in the first few laps. Just try to stay calm. And
That's
yeah,
going
now
for it. No, he's not.
as you
I
can
don't
see,
know
we
what he's
skip
doing.
to lap 7.
No, he
Jan
is.
trying to go on the move around the outside of Kian, which doesn't quite work.
He tends to do this where he starts using battery, then stops, then starts again.
And now
Yeah,
with
kind of.
Jan
Okay,
and Nelson Alves going into the pits,
That's
quite
too
good
early.
for us.
No,
Yeah.
And as our engineer tells us now, that's
So
too
far,
early, so
we
we are
do
just
what we
gonna
do.
do the opposite,
Yep.
stay out as long as possible, try to get the tire delta for the second stint, and
We
then
need to push.
attack in
Yes.
the last few laps. As
At
Harvey
this point,
now,
let's build a tire advantage and let's be quick and efficient.
I don't know.
yeah, exactly what my engineer said, that Harvey now tells me to push, as we obviously have to
I'm gonna
try to be
overtake
as
Kian
fast
and
as
start
possible
finish
in this
straight.
train. That's why I also
Actually,
overtook Kian here.
I think I'm overtaking him here.
Yeah, just to get
Yeah.
to use the advantage of the DRS that we currently have, as the other ones might use it as well in the
Yeah, we're staying
hard
up.
train behind with Jan
That's all
and
good.
Nelson.
Oh, okay.
Kian's put in. Right, we
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kian pitting now.
These are
I
crucial laps
need
now.
to push, and now, like, a stupid mistake from me. I forgot to
Oh my
put.
god, I'm locking the rear.
Yeah, I
Fuck,
forgot to
it's
put
okay,
the
it's okay.
brake bias up
Yeah.
by 1 and to hire the brake bias up by 1, and fortunately he had a massive snap there on the entry of the corner. Luckily that I managed to catch the car there, but definitely a lesson learned from that, and gonna change it for the next few laps. Already put the brake bias to 55. Now pushing very much in the first sector, losing the rear, being on the edge of the tires, and yeah, already trying to just use the rest of our ERS.
Still
At
don't.
this point, let's be efficient and work together and build a tire advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point we just had to work together. Everyone would do it.
I think Joris is gonna go into the pits this lap.
Yeah, Joris is gonna go into the
Yeah, I've
pits.
got no response from Tato.
This lap, as you can see, was pushing quite a lot
Want me
of
to lead you in
ERS
if he
here.
does?
Now we're staying.
Alright.
Let's stay out and
We're,
put-
but
let's
you want-
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
we
pit
are
this
staying
lap
out
now.
there, just trying to,
What if me and Julian are teammates? Do we know that?
yeah, just trying to use the advantage that we have now
Good
with
question.
switching on basically
we are
every
we start
straight.
now?
Every one of the medium runners
Okay,
would do it,
Yeah, you
obviously.
can. I think
Yeah,
we should
Brad's going,
pit
Brad's
this
going,
lap.
Brad's going, Brad's going, Brad's
Yeah,
going.
Brad
let's
is
do
now
this lap. You
overtaking
can go
or
down the
trying to
inside.
overtake Harvey, so we
Safety,
have to use
safety,
quite some
Pit,
DRS. And
Yeah, pit.
Yeah, box both of
Wait,
you.
wait,
yeah,
box,
we
box,
are
box,
quite
box, box,
lucky
box.
there
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah,
safety
Delta,
car.
still fine.
Now on lap 10
Go,
we
go, go,
can
go, Julian,
go
Delta,
into the
Good,
pits
box, box,
Don't,
box,
on the
box.
hard
don't cut pit lane.
compound.
Do not cut pit lane.
Yeah,
Don't.
yeah. And don't
Don't
get a
speed.
10 second
Yeah,
for speeding.
just
yeah.
important not to speed at this point.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, we
And
should
I
get
wasn't
there.
sure
that's
if I
so good.
could
Let's
stay
fucking
ahead
go,
of
Julian, let's fucking go, man.
Jan
go.
and Nelson when we come out of the pit. So I
You're not
didn't know
teammates,
that I
thank
have to
goodness.
push actually on the exit.
I've been held. I've been held.
No.
Yeah,
No,
as
not
you can hear,
much.
Harvey's
Wait,
getting
not
held,
much,
and now I
literally a
realized,
little
okay,
bit,
the
but-
others are coming down the start finish straight, and now I pushed quite a lot in the exit there, just make sure not
Was I
to
ahead
get
of
the
him? No.
cut the line.
Okay, I take P2.
Unfortunately, up behind
I'm
Jan, but
P5.
actually
Is he
I'm
letting
quite
you
happy
through?
with
He's letting you
the
through, he's letting you
position.
through.
Wait, no.
Oh, is he not? Ah,
Yeah, the game
Said
being
he's letting you
quite
through.
weird
Good.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he's
for
just breaking.
yeah,
for a split second.
yeah.
But
What is the...
yeah, all in all, quite lucky there, and also happy that we are now on fresh tires. Jan with old tires, Nelson behind us, Harvey in P5. So yeah, now we're restarting the race. Kind of slept on the restart there. Not ideal, but yeah, nothing we could do on that. Going into lap 13 now. Managed to stay ahead of Nelson. Now the tires are so cold, as you can see, 68 degrees temperature, which is obviously very cold. You usually want to have them like 20 degrees more than that, or 15. And yeah, we're now trying to get the grip down on the track, especially with medium ERS. You just feel how much more straight line speed you have going through the first sectors. You just have to lift, and as you can see, we have a virtual safety car there already
Can't hold him damage.
restarting on lap 17.
Yeah,
We're quite
left
close
side
to Jan
front wing.
there.
Left
Okay.
side front wing
There we
damage.
go.
So yeah,
Great.
some guy behind us got front wing damage, but we don't quite care
He's
about
going to try and
that.
go for a move on me.
And now it's just all about trying to stay in the top 3,
I'm forced into going for a move on someone.
just to
Yeah.
Whoa.
be sure that we can do some moves in the final
for
few
what?
laps. Now around the outside of Jan, getting the DRS, which was crucial,
go.
and now 3 wide
Can't
behind
give
us.
you slipstream.
I know, I don't have any
Yeah.
RS.
Yeah, Harvey now
Or
with
some
no
turn.
ERS
Oh, I'm
getting
being swallowed.
overtaken from the
What is
left and from the right, so not ideal at all for him. We're actually braking quite late down into turn 1. As we now skip to lap 19, I kinda lost the car there, which was quite scary at this point.
And you just let
And
me
yeah,
know if
now
he's going for it.
Nelson and Jan overtake me. I
He's
don't
not
quite
currently
care.
using.
didn't quite care about that at this point, as they just should use their ERS and do whatever they want. As long as I'm in the top 3, I'm happy. And yeah, now using DRS, trying to still find a
He's
way.
like burning
ahead
like
of
mad.
Nelson.
Holy.
Yeah, he's not going for it.
And yeah, no need to do anything risky there on Jan. Just trying to stay behind. Now save the tires a little bit through the first sector. As we now skip to the middle sector of lap 20, we can see we're still behind Jan. Kian now in P4 and Ben Marples in P5. So yeah, we still
Yours
have to
85.
take a look on
Yeah.
them, especially in the last few laps, as
he's
they
gonna go
might
for
have
it.
an advantage if we keep on fighting, which wasn't my goal at this point. But yeah, you just have to try
He's
to
using.
still be fast on
Yeah.
the straights, as I just would have gotten overtaken by all
Stopped.
the others. And now having DRS, and I think in this last corner, actually I think Ben Marples behind got wing
he's
damage,
using-
so
Yeah.
this was quite weird
he's gonna
actually,
get me.
because I just couldn't go fast at this point. As we now overtake
Yeah.
Jan Halliday
Oh.
behind Carnage is going on.
50.
And we now
Yeah.
skip to lap 22. We can see that Gregory, I don't know his last name, but yeah, he's now in P5 on fresh mediums. So definitely a guy we had to watch out at this point. And now just Nelson and Kian obviously trying to put some pressure on us, as they want to get into the top 3 as well. And now we go onto the straight with absolutely no DRS. The other 3 guys behind us, 3 wide, crossing the start finish lane.
Okay, 3 laps to go.
Starting lap 23, we actually somehow managed to stay ahead of them and used quite a lot
Oh
of
my-
DRS at this point. And yeah, now we skip to lap
Losing
24.
DRS.
Nelson
Right.
Alves
Who's the RS?
in
I'm losing
P4
DRS.
now. So
Oh.
yeah, Louis Welch behind
Yeah.
retiring. Nothing we have to
It's only a lap and a half
care
remaining,
about now,
so
as there's
might
obviously not
still
gonna
able
be a
to stay
safety
ahead
car
of
in the
P10.
penultimate lap.
Mm.
Now it just
Can you
was
definitely
important at
maybe
this
just
point. I had
focus?
Yeah.
ERS,
Yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
Julian.
quite
Good
happy
luck.
with that, and now it just
Go on,
was
Julian, you got
important
this.
to get into P2 as we needed DRS for the last lap. Now using our ERS as clever as possible. As we can see, Jan behind us, not even opening the DRS as he doesn't. Now he opened it, as he doesn't want to overtake us. He's just chilling behind us, and now I'm just going very wide, slow, and Kian overtaking us, which gives us the DRS now, so we can play with the others basically on the start-finish straight. As you can see, not using too much DRS, and yeah, we can see Nelson Alves on the inside there. I was quite happy with that, and now just stick behind him for the first sector, and yeah, we actually get the strategy done, which I wanted from lap 1 onwards. Trying to stay clean now, going through the first sector was important to get up to 100 DRS again, to manage to be able to use the whole battery and the whole energy for the last 2 sectors. And yeah, Nelson kind of touching the walls there on the inside, so also not bad for us at all. Lifting down into 4th gear, Nelson getting quite a bad exit there. We get the car rotated, and now it was just tricky to be sure that Kian can't overtake us before we overtake Nelson. We actually kind of have a snap there, but I wasn't that unhappy with that, as we now have a little bit of a gap to Nelson, which will give us a slipstream going into the last corner. Now important to drive this corner clean, using all our battery now. Turn on DRS, and now we go on the right of Nelson, using all of our battery now, trying to defend the inside at this point. Or he doesn't even go for a move, and now we just have to use our whole battery, the last
Come on,
40% we have,
Push.
and we actually win
go.
the 7th
Let's
round
fucking
of
go.
the PSGL
Done
F2
it.
Championship.
Great job,
Go on,
mate.
Julian.
Great
Go
job.
on.
Go.
Go on, Julian.
Oh my
Yes.
Very
God. Man, I'm
happy
so
with this
sorry for
result,
you,
as
man.
it was so important that we now extend the championship lead even further. Now with 59 points after this round. Very happy with that, as Jan also only finishes in P5. Joris overtook him. So yeah, Jan Halliday will have 43 points. So we will have a 1 win, a 16 points gap to him after round 7. So yeah, couldn't be happier. Tycho didn't score points either, so not bad for us. And yeah, all in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and hope to see you at the next one in round 8 Mexico.